Yes, I am here.
Beatos, piles of ghouls. We got a good one. It seems that I have annoyed the overlord of a haunted house, the wearer of the same pair of shorts for 4 years, the tit of the poltergeist world, the Teflon Don of the paranormal community. Somebody in my comment section actually called him Teflon because shit don't stick to him. It's about to. I have not really let up on Lee since this channel started its growth, and the reason that I refuse to let up on Lee is he is a scam artist. He is a con artist. He is using his... He's emotionally manipulating people into feeling sorry for him and thinking he is under attack by a demonic entity. You watch his videos and it's always, hey guys, hope you're all well, me ass, whatever. And then it'll be a couple of days of, I can't believe this happened, I can't believe that happened. Then he'll get thrown or pushed or scratched or hit. Then he'll claim about the fear. Yet, he can't stick to the same story. So from the offset, I mean, if you want to go from the offset, Purple Lives has just posted a video where he's debunked the first 2 years of Lee's bulkackery. That's a word now. But initially, Lee's haunting started from a doll that his daughter had brought home. But at some point, that got scrapped, and then it got changed to a stone from Romania. But everyone forgets that. His claims of his haunting sway wildly from one direction to the next. In the last few months, it has been aliens. It has been a poltergeist. It has been a demonic entity that can type notes on Notepad. It is attached to him. It is a haunted house. All of these types of hauntings or activities are all very specific to specific types of hauntings or ghosts. I think I just broke the arm of my chair. And the reason that I feel almost obligated to not let up on him is the praise, the thoughts, the love, the people that have been into my community saying, I believe this guy, I sent him hundreds of pounds, hundreds of dollars, and it's all a bulkacker. Not one of these people got a refund. Neither did anyone get a refund from when they paid to go abroad with him to do his tours. Anyway, so somebody comments, and Drubber, thank you for sharing this with me. So somebody called DallyDaz72 comments on Lee's video, stay safe pal, great work. I hope that was sarcastic. I am sick of channels trying to debunk your hauntings. Apparently when you upload and then take it down and re-upload, you twerk in the special effects here and there. Yep, so sad I have to comment on the debunkers channels, call them all sorts of clowns, mainly sad and perfective. This channel is 100% real. Great job, Lee. You're catching some amazing evidence. So many ghosts, it's unreal. Nail hit on head. It is unreal. It is not real. It is created. It is edited. You can even see that at some point somebody else was editing his videos for him, and now he's doing it himself because the quality has dropped dramatically. But Lee has actually responded for a change. They are idiots. If I take something down, it's because I'm hiding something like a letter or my son's school book. Okay. I do that because of those idiots. I keep saying to the sheep that come, tell them to send me their address. I'll gladly go round and show them how real it is. No takers yet. It's easy behind a computer screen. Lee, I'm not entirely sure whether you were dropped on your head or kicked by a horse or something, but you can't come to my house to prove that your house is haunted, you moron. What is wrong with you? Now, while you're saying no takers yet, what you have omitted from that statement is when this channel first started and I was a couple of videos in and realised how bad this rabbit hole review went, I laid out a challenge to you, and that challenge was invite me around. And I will stay there for as long as it takes, within 7 days, for you to prove to me that your house is haunted. And if, within those 7 days, you can prove to me that your house is haunted without a shadow of a doubt, I would not only issue a full apology to you, I would delete my channel and all of its content. I am clearly the biggest thorn in your side. Even when I was a tiny channel, I was a thorn in your side. Because my highest views videos back then were all to do with you. As it is now, you're 6th, 7th down in the rankings. People are starting to see you, and they don't need to watch me debunking you because you debunk yourself so often. And we're going to get to that in this video. The other thing I can take from that is, you know you can't come to my house to prove that your house is haunted. Is that some sort of veiled threat? Is that your way of underhanded threatening me? Because Lee, I really wouldn't. I really, really wouldn't. So Lee, if that is some sort of threat, think a bit smarter, think a bit harder. So, the fans, the supporters of Lee, they keep coming in, they keep saying, oh, but he's real, but I'm starting to doubt. I know you are. So what you're about to see is going to shed more doubt. You see, his Alexa Spirit Box sessions that he said cannot be debunked and debunkers are wrong, etc. This was meant for My House is Really Haunted Part 3, but now it's going in this video. And I have a conversation with Alexa, who claims to be Vlad and blah 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 blah. And the caveat to this is, I don't have an Alexa. I can't find my Alexa. There is no Alexa in the house. Yet still, I have managed to have a conversation with some ghosts through Alexa, just to prove this guy wrong. I hope you enjoy that part. And after that, we're going to look at his recent video. I wasn't ready for the horror, it got me good. Because what has debunked him this time is incredible. It's not his editing, it's not anything I've done, and it's not any masking or layering. It is simply a malfunction within his equipment, and he missed it in editing. And it has been there for months, and I've missed it. And I've looked back through some videos, and it's there for months. And it's a good one. It is a really, really good one. And then we'll end it with a little bit of comedy. So, over to past me and an Alexa. Alright guys. Alright guys, Beardo here. Really weird things been happening. You've probably seen a fair bit of it right now. So I'm going to attempt to communicate with the spirit. That's right. I'm going to attempt to communicate with whatever resides in our house. Is there anyone there?
Yes, I am here.
I wasn't expecting that, because I don't have an Alexa. So to the spirit that resides in this house, what is your name?
It is I, Vlad.
Vlad? No. You can't be here, you're supposed to be in Lee's house. So, have you given up on haunting Lee?
I have never been to Lee's house. He is a big fat liar.
Oh, right, you've never been to Lee's house. You don't have to be so mean about it. So Vlad, if you're not at Lee's house, is Lilith really there?
But there is only Lee haunting his house.
The only thing that haunts Lee's house is Lee. Okay. So Vlad, why are you visiting my home?
Because you called me fatty.
Don't call me fatty. Daddy.
Piss off, bearded loser.
Okay, fair enough. Vlad? Vlad? Seems like Vlad is gone. Is there anyone else that resides in this house?
Yes, we are many.
We are many. Do you have names?
We are Dave and Andy.
Dave and Ant... See, I've heard these guys before. I don't think you're real.
Not silence, fat boy.
What do you mean silence, fat boy? I'm gonna have... Right, I know a priest. He's retired, but I know a priest. I'm gonna go and see him. Maybe get me some holy water. Have a quick drink of it. Spray it around my house, because this is getting out of hand. Is there anyone else that would like to communicate with me?
Yes.
Oh, and who might you be, spirit?
Michael Barrymore.
Michael Barrymore? I think this make-believe Alexa may be broke, because Michael Barrymore, he's not even dead.
Fear me, fatty.
Weird. So here we are, with the tit, and he's about to give himself away. This area, and it's been there for months and months and months, and somehow I have missed it. On one of his cameras that he is overlaying with, he has a dead pixel. Now, a dead pixel doesn't flash in and out, it doesn't warm up or cool down and all the rest of it, and this video will give it away. I'm not going to need the sound. Now, a issue that Lee was having was, debunkers kept calling him out for his poor masking, and in with the poor masking, we kept saying things like, he doesn't walk in front of that part of the screen because he's going to break his own mask. And in particular, Purple called another channel out for it, but these guys learnt from him, and now, you know, a week later after he called them out, and now for the last couple of months, they will walk into where the mask is going to be and walk back, and then stand to one side, then they layer the mask in, because the mask isn't done in real time, it's done in post-editing. And it's to make you think there's no mask there, because they learnt from us debunkers calling them out on their mistakes. But watch this. Watch this area. Now, a dead pixel will always be there. But watch. Boop. Where's that dead pixel come from, Lee? And that's not a reflection, because when he moves, it doesn't move with his face. It just disappears. Now, you could say, oh, come on, that's reaching, because it's not there now. Now, he has a stick figure later in this video appear here. But there's other issues with this video. For example, this dead pixel is going to start flashing on and off. It can't do that. We're also going to start seeing a mask break around here before a figure appears. That's that dead pixel flashing in and out. Now, before anyone says, that is a, I don't know, like an air freshener with a light on it, or a mobile phone, or a radio, or something flashing in the background. That flashing dot appeared on his face when he stood in front of it. It's a dead pixel. Dead pixel is now stationary. It's not flashing in and out. Why is that? Could something be about to appear? I think so. Oh, look at that. His little friend is there. That pixel is suddenly stationary dead. How is that? And again, it is not anything reflecting, because when he stepped in front of the camera, it was on his face. It didn't move across his face. And it disappeared when he stepped back, and that's when he's inserted a mask. Now, this pixel stays stationary for quite a period of time. Why would that thing stay there for all of this time if he's trying to pull the wool over our eyes? Because another stick figure is about to appear. That dead pixel is important. So is whatever this is flashing up here. That is another break in his masking. So a third stick figure appears. This dot, still there. A dead pixel. How can we prove it's a dead pixel? Watch when he moves his camera. Lee, a dead pixel is moving. Absolutely busted. Not a reflection. Dead pixel. Why is that disappearing earlier on when there's no stick figures about to appear? Because your masking was crap. Now, you guess a stick figure come down the stairs at some point here. Again, with dots on it. And Lee actually goes as far as to say that the SLS misconstrues these banister rails as legs of this stick figure, which is why it's all over the place and looks such a garbled mess. That's to throw you off in thinking that he's cocked up. And he's right in what he's saying. However, this is a different program to what is mapping his body when he's in shot. So Lee then crosses in front of this pixel again. There it is. Moves the camera, the pixel, or the dead pixel moves with him, and stays stationary. Why? Why was that flickering earlier on? And now he's put the camera back in the same position, but a slightly different angle. That dead pixel has moved. Also, remember when he says, oh, when he shows the stick figures are all the way back here, pushing stuff around, throwing stuff over, etc., etc., etc. He balls that up as well, because he walks past this wall. I've pointed this out before, so did Cold Spectre. The range of the Kinect and where it can pick people up is almost in line with that wall that he's got. There's the range. So why is he getting stick figures back here, moving stuff, being picked up? Now, the comedy. Somebody is obviously just knocking Lee's camera a little bit. Give it a little bit of a wobble. Give him something to react to and walk towards the camera. Now watch what he does. Oof, saved it. Still showing the dead pixel. Has he been watching Smug Puppy? Smug Puppy's daughter did the exact same trick a couple of weeks ago. He's done it twice since. These people need to stop hurting themselves for views. It is ridiculous. However, he's probably not hurt himself because you heard him land on something. There's a chair to the right, and he's fallen onto that. You hear like a soft-ish landing. I think he's thrown himself onto that and then rolled to the floor. But he's going to maintain this hurt.
Holy shit.
Language, think of the... Nope.
So that's just... That has just smashed side of me again. Into the couch, it's pushed it over there.
So there it is. Lee completely ballsing up his footage. Now, in between, he keeps chopping and changing between the dots on him and off him and on him and off him. That is to counter-argue with all of the other claims of his SLS. He's trying to throw us off as debunkers, and especially his audience. It's two different programs, and he's overlaying the program with the dots on there later on in the video to throw you off me saying, hey, you can't have those two programs running at the same time. He's getting clever, but at the same point, he's being really stupid. For a start, hurting yourself. Stop doing that. Any of you people that are making these fake videos, stop hurting yourself for views. I do believe it's against terms of service for a start. Secondly, while you've been very clever in which stick figures you are placing where to make our debunks look wrong, that dead pixel gave you away all the way through. All the way through. Now, Lee, you said that nobody's contacted you and you'll come round and prove it one way or the other. That is a veiled threat. I know what you're doing. But you've left out the part where I have emailed you, and I have emailed Keita's management. None of you will respond to me. You won't respond about the fake false copyright claims you were putting through, but you've stopped them because you know that I've started winning them because I argue a step further than I used to. Lee, you can't act the big man and threaten me like you're some sort of tough guy when I have just seen you get pushed over by a gnat fart. You are ridiculous. You are a scam artist. And people are starting to cotton onto it. There are so many people in my comments right now. I'm going to read some to you, Lee. Somebody commented, Lee can't even decide if his house is haunted or if it's him personally. He's made both claims interchangeably. Somebody else has commented, is it like Star Trek? Because they all speak English. You know, Vlad the Impaler's speaking English. Nelly, I believe too, and I gave money each video feeling devastated for him. I contacted Daz Black, Sam and Colby, DLM Christianity, my friend on Most Haunted Fred Batt, who is a demonologist, and many more. I read books on Audible to try and help him. The list is endless, but I put a lot of time into Lee, and I'm devastated that he can lie like this to people's faces and chat to us all while lying and upset this stuff and being fake. But I have seen too many now that has really made me question Lee's videos. We never see anyone else in his home, even the back of the heads of their voices. Especially the priest. I would for sure film his voice to prove it was real, if I was in his shoes. I didn't know you could do so much with videos like overlays, etc., as I don't even use a laptop and know nothing. And this is what he targets. Without being rude to anyone, he targets people that don't have the necessary know-how with computers and editing software. And I would bet money on it that if we were to look at Lee's demographics, we can't see them, he can. It would be an older audience. If he is 100% fake, then I'm disgusted at him for doing this to people like us. And you know what? I'm almost sorry that I've made you feel that way by highlighting the truth. But you need to know, because you've been pumping money into that channel, and you're not stupid for it, you're not an idiot for it. Are you a bit gullible? I imagine you've suffered a loss. And that's why you've been pumping money in, thinking that this idiot and this scam artist can train you in how to speak to your recently deceased loved ones. Because I've had a lot of emails with people in the same situation. Now this comment from Graham Hardy, it highlights everything I've been saying. He might be missing common sense, but those that are subscribed to his channel are either so deeply desperate to contact loved ones that have passed, or so gullible they would literally believe that Sir Tit's house is a hotbed for the paranormal with nothing more than trickery and basic editing skills. Either way, these fake channels keep pumping out the shit so long as the revenue is generated, and that is what it all boils down to. Boils and ghouls, beardos, weirdos, and everyone that watches just to shout at me because Lee is fake. This man stays awake all night, recording and editing and putting stuff out. He doesn't have a job outside of YouTube. Myself and Parple are aware of just the ad revenue he generates, and it is incredible. I don't earn that in my full-time job. This house is so deeply haunted, so deeply troubling that his wife and his children have to sleep in a caravan that on occasion has ghosts in it. They're not, they're upstairs because he records this in an hour and a half, and then he spends the night editing. But what all this ad revenue is paid for, what all your donations have paid for, because he was going to go back to Romania to put the stone back, but it still hasn't happened a year later. The Ouija board that he found in his attic that was in a previous video years ago on Instagram. But let me show you what this ad revenue is paying for, and what your hard-earned cash is paying for, and what your donations are paying for. This second wall used to be the back door to his house and his kitchen. You'd walk into his kitchen and a back door was there. He has extended his house. Your ad revenue is paid for a house extension. A very nice extension. Look at his garden now. His garden is completely transformed. Doesn't look like the same thing he was 2 years ago. But he doesn't work. Stacey never gets out of bed. As far as I know, his son is still in school. His daughter is a little bit older, may not even live there. They're not sleeping in a caravan. The reason the priest will never show up in a video and the exorcism will never work. The reason the paranormal investigation teams have been turned away and he won't let anyone in, no matter how big that channel is, because I was surprised to hell when one of the biggest YouTubers in the UK said, I want to come there and do a paranormal investigation. I'll pay you X amount, and he said no. Why? Because when that paranormal investigation happens and no ghosts turn up, he's out of pocket. While he may make $5 off that one visit, the money train after that has dried up because there's no ghosts in that house. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. I mean, the Dead Pixel has given him away a little bit of an insight into where and why and what he does. It pays for his house, pays for his extensions, pays for his holidays, pays for him to not have to go to work. But if somebody wants to get the house extended through working hard on YouTube, fair play to them. If somebody wants to get the garden done through working hard on YouTube, fair play to them. But not when you're scamming people, not when you're making out you're being attacked by demonic entities for money, throwing yourself about. That's wrong. Much love to you all. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Hit the like button, because I never ask people to do that. And if you're not subscribed to the channel and you've enjoyed the content, consider doing that as well. I hate doing that stuff. Genuinely hate doing it. That's why I never do it. Anyway, much love to you all. Beardo, out.